Welcome back to TGIF. Thank God it's forever, where Jesus most definitely comes first. This once again is Chaplain Andrew teaching you the unchangeable Word of God. Listen with this theme song and you'll know. It's me. Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of TGIF. Thank God it's forever, where Jesus does most definitely come first. Hello guys, hello everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience here for a minute that I was a little late today. I told my Facebook friends that I had my tablet charging. Well, I didn't tell them this part. I had my tablet charging all day long. And as soon as I go to do my show, the tablet decides to die because it's not charged. So the wire that I was using is a basic Android white wire, and it was dying. So I got a new plug that's a direct current, a DC current, not an AC, not an alternating, but a DC current, and that should do my tablet some good while I'm doing the show, even though it's quite dead. So, if not, then there will definitely be a part 2. But let's hope not. So, we got, once again, a very special message. Go ahead, and all my Facebook friends will get to know this and see this. Go ahead and grab your, what I call a communion drink. Mix up my grape juice powder. Go ahead and grab your communion drink and your communion bread. So grab your body and your blood. And like I always say, you don't have to be the real deal with the Catholic wafer, or what you call the communion wafer, I call it. Or you don't have to have grape juice powder. Hey, Joe. Good seeing you, man. Did you see my picture I sent you? I thought that was a really good picture of me dishwashing. I sent it to my buddy Joe from the pantry. So what you need to do is you need to go grab your communion wafer and your drink. And I got me a little glass, like one of these, that I can pour my communion into. So go ahead and grab your stuff while I prepare my little communion here. There we go. So this is our communion message for this month. I should start doing these each and every month. Here is my communion drink. Set down there. And of course my communion wafer. It could be anything. It could be a glass of milk. It could be a piece of a cookie. It could be grape juice and like a wafer like I have. It could be a piece of bread. It could be melted butter for all I care. For all God cares. But it's not the elements that do it. It's the symbolicness of the elements. Like Catholics think that this really is the body. When you eat this, they say it goes right into your system and turns physically into his body. And this, when you drink it, turns physically into his blood. No. It doesn't do that, but they say it does. So go grab whatever 2 things you need, which is a bread source and a liquid source. Could be water and a cracker. Saltine and water could be. For those of you who are on special diets, go grab a saltine and water. You'll do the same thing. So, go grab your elements, and I'll be doing the announcements for right now. Let's get into a few brief announcements. Number 1, go to communitycloud222@gmail.com. Spell COMMUNITYCLOUD222@gmail.com. Send me all your prayer requests. Even if you just want me to shout out to you on the podcast, send me your first name, your city, and your state, and I'll shout out to you on TGIF, where Jesus does most definitely come first. Also, as my Facebook friends know, and they can always see, you can always give me a ring at 1-302-448-8443. Again, that's 1-302-448-TGIF, where Jesus does most definitely what? Come first. Also, I want you to be aware that I am on different platforms. First off, I am on Google. I am on Apple. I am on Podbean. I am on Podcast Addict. I am on Stitcher, one of the biggest places for podcasters. Stitcher. I am on, where else am I at? Podbean, like I said, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, Google, Apple. I am also on iHeartRadio as well. I'm on one of the biggest platforms for radio is iHeartRadio. They just started letting podcasters be a part of them. So I am on iHeartRadio as well, which is a truly blessing. So there are just some of the avenues that I'm on. Give me an email at communitycloud222@gmail.com, spelled communitycloud222@gmail.com, and I'll give you every little avenue that I know of that I'm on, including notes or listen notes or something. So there are a few. Dozer is another one. I don't know what Dozer is or Deezer or something. But I'm on there too as well. I don't know how I'm on there. I think it's because some of my listeners post me on different places. So just want to let you know that I'm on some really different places. You can get through to me anywhere you want to. And you can get to this message straight through Spreaker as well if you would like to. Spreaker is my main source for doing my podcast. But I'm on other places too. My RSS feed ships from Spreaker to all the other avenues. Keep in mind for the next one, keep in mind for the Midnight Rumble, where we'll be shaking the heavens, rattling the earth, and rumbling against the principalities of darkness and evil. Back in the day when boxers used to fight, they were rumbling. And the Bible says that we don't rumble or fight against flesh and blood, but what principalities of darkness and evil. We'll take one day out of the week and we'll do nothing but pray. We'll rumble against the forces of darkness and evil, and we'll kick some Satan butt. That is the rumble. Also, keep in mind in prayer for Worship Saturdays. I got some emailing to do, some messaging on Facebook to do, but keep in mind for Worship Saturdays, we do nothing but worship God. No messages, just praise, prayer, and worship. That is Worship Saturdays. That does conclude our announcements for today. So let's get into our song for today. And our song is simply entitled, We Give Our Hearts to You, performed by none other than Dr. Tom Ray. Enjoy. We Give Our Hearts to You by Dr. Tom Ray. Enjoy.
To the one who gave it to him we lift our hands raised high to show our praise, praising him with one
to sing. We give our hearts to you, Jesus. We give our hearts to you. Lord, we give our hearts to you. Oh, Lord, we give our hearts to you. We give our hearts to you.
That was We Give Our Hearts to You by none other than Dr. Tom Ray. Speaking of Dr. Tom Ray, I messaged him this morning. He is doing fabulous. Everybody at church is wonderful. But I got to really talk to him and get him on the show. We need to talk about worship and what it does with God when we worship Him. What it does, like it brings the heavens down. It brings God down off His throne so we can be in His presence. You know, the presence of God and stuff. We really got to talk about worship together, me and Dr. Tom. Being that I and him both play the piano and I play our harmonica as well, and a little bit of the bass. He plays more bass than I do. But he's a killer bass player too. And he plays this little guitar thing. Looks like a piano key thing. It's a holder like this, and he plays the guitar thingy. But it's got piano. And he would do, play the Christmas music and stuff. It was beautiful. I mean, he rocked it. Then he went do, and he rocked it out with the Christmas rock song. It was cool. With that being said, he knows